As I mentioned in the last video, when I saw the price of Injective get to about $22, it was around then, I did say that it's very likely that it's going to revisit 23, and it did, and there was a high probability that it was going to go to 26. I did mention that in the video as well, and it did go to 26. In fact, it went to 26.60 as the peak here before pulling back because of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin took a plunge and it has pulled back. Now I have placed a short trade here. I'm still holding my main spot bag, but I have also placed a short trade on leverage because I do think that there's a good potential that this is going to bounce down to around the $23.80 area where we have some nice support now. It used to be previous resistance, and remember that this was very hard to break because we attempted like 3 times here. Look, 1, 2, 3, right? You could even argue 4 with this small little peak here. And then we tried again here like twice, right, before we managed to break it. And then on the third attempt, it did break it. So, there's a very good chance that if the market continues to dump for a bit, at least Bitcoin, right, because it is thanks to Bitcoin that this is happening. Well, I'm being ironic with thanks, of course, but pullbacks are normal in crypto, as you know, and in everything, in stock markets and everything. So you just got to prepare for them. We did trade sideways for quite a bit here. So it was either us going up or a dump, and the dump was quite big, but it has touched the moving average here. So it could mean that we might just bounce back up and we might continue higher here. It might not continue down, but if it does, I did already take some profit. I've moved my stop loss to break even now. I took 50% out already because I did enter around 25.35 here. As soon as I got the signal of this dump, I thought, with this big red candle, there's a good chance that it's going to continue going down to touch the moving average and perhaps test this previous area of resistance, now support. And so it did get very close to it. It went to 24.26. Now I didn't exit at this price, like I said, because I want to exit around 23.75, as you can see here, 70.5. So yeah, we'll have to see how things go. Like, I don't think it's over yet. Of course, the market is going to continue getting bullish because, with this kind of pump, it's normal to have a pullback. But what's important is to look at the bigger picture here. So is the pullback going to break the trend here? If it breaks the trend, there's a good chance that it may not continue, but there's also a good chance that it will. And then depending on Bitcoin, right? But will we see Injective at $34.50 anytime soon? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, right? If the old coin season is back, it is possible, right? Sui has performed incredibly well. You could see it did pull back as well, but it has that new all-time high now at $5.35. And it pulled back to $4.88, which isn't so bad anymore. Like when it pulled back to like $3.20, we thought, oh no, it's going to go back down here, right? It was actually $3, $2.99. Wow, it went down quite a bit here from $3.88. And so that was a great time to buy here, but many people were scared, right? So imagine buying here, riding this wave to $5. Of course, you're going to be happy, right? These are just normal pullbacks. We've seen them here multiple times. As you see, look, these major pullbacks here, and we continue to go up, right? So it's the same case. It's just Injective is not as strong as Sui because there's not as much demand for Injective as there is for Sui. And so personally, in the next bear market, I'm thinking to buy a bag of Sui if it goes down low enough, like if it goes to like 40 cents or 50 cents or so, I'm definitely thinking to get a bag because I do think that there's going to be another pop with Sui in the next bull market, whenever that's going to come. I don't know, 2026, 2027. With these bear cycles lasting 2 years, it could be that maybe this next one is not going to last less because, Bitcoin is more popular now. Institutions are entering, it's different, right? We're going to likely see bear markets lasting less time, but they will come for sure. So there's definitely possibility there for buying cheap Sui. Once again, I don't think it's game over for us that didn't actually get a bag at 50 cents or $1 or so. There's definitely that opportunity again. We just don't know when it's going to come. But I do think it's going to be sometime this year. I don't think the bull market is going to last very long. It's probably going to have one big pop, and then once we start going down, that'll be the start of the bull market, and everyone's going to say, oh no, it's not, it's a continuation. Of course, people are going to say that to you. They said that to you in 2021. They said that to you in 2018. They're going to say it to you in 2025. But the bear market is going to come for sure. There's no doubt about it. Once we get that major pop, the major hype at the peak of the cycle, and then as soon as you see that pullback, that'll be the time to be scared, because that's the time when you should be worried. Now, the big question is, how big will the pullback be? Well, of course, it could be something like this and then a bounce, and that'll be your chance to exit. That's when I'm going to exit personally. I'm going to ride it as much as I can as well, because we don't know how long it's going to last. But it's going to last, I think, for a while. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Probably in the first quarter of 2025, maybe even the second quarter. Who knows? We have to see how the market moves. But we need one more pop with the alts, and then it's time to leave and wait on the sidelines in stable coins. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.